Burnout doesn't usually happen because you're bad at time. It resonates and lifts a lot of stress off your shoulders. It happens because your business is asking more of you than your current capacity can actually hold. And that is sometimes a tough conversation to have with ourselves. And honestly, it's a conversation that most people skip. And I know I did it too. And I am a recovering, say yes to everything, put it on my calendar type of person. So today we're going to talk about growth, capacity, and how to expand your business without burning yourself out in the process. So here's the truth I don't think enough people hear, and I definitely want to say it. You can love your work, have amazing clients, be fully booked out, and still be heading straight toward burnout. It's a thing. It's a real thing. But that's not because something is wrong. It's because growth outpaced your capacity to do things. Burnout isn't a personal failure. It's often a design problem with what you can do, what season of life you're in, and everything else in between. And this is a tension that I see all the time with my in-person networks, my virtual networks, my family, everything. Business owners tell me I should be grateful. I wanted this. I worked for this. And that's true. But we're still exhausted. The creativity is gone most of the time, and everything feels harder than it should. And that's hard to handle or to really accept. And that's not ingratitude, it's just a simple misalignment that we need to change the trajectory of. So here's a reframe that changes everything because it did in my own business and my personal life as well. Capacity is not the number of hours that you have. Capacity is emotional energy, cognitive load, creative bandwidth, decision-making stamina. You can technically have time and still be completely over capacity. When we ignore that, burnout shows up quietly but strong. First is irritation, then avoidance, then exhaustion, and we don't know why we're exhausted because it shows up so quietly. Most founders don't intentionally burn out themselves. They say yes because the opportunity feels aligned. The client feels exciting, and so it kind of rubs off. The visibility feels necessary to get you to the next step. But over time, that accumulation starts to add up. More clients, more communication, more expectations, more decisions that require your attention. And suddenly, the business needs more from you than you can sustainably give it. And this is where visibility plays a big role, or a bigger role than most people realize, because some visibility models demand constant presence, daily decisions, emotional performance, while others quietly work in the background. And Pinterest is a powerful platform here because it doesn't require you to show up daily. That's what drew my attention to it and started implementing in my own business. And then I started learning that as it compounds over time without demanding my attention, and it held that visibility, even though my energy levels are fluctuating, that visibility, that mattered when capacity was limited in my own life. And so I started implementing it in my current clients' lives and businesses. And there was a real shift that I noticed. And so here's the shift that I want you to consider. Design your growth around your bandwidth, not just your ambition. Ambition asks what's possible, but your bandwidth asks what is sustainable for me right now in this season. When your visibility supports your capacity, your growth is going to feel steadier over time. Decisions will begin to feel calmer, and momentum is going to stop feeling so fragile, like you're teetering on a tightrope. This isn't about doing less forever, though that is a great goal, not gonna lie. It's about building something that doesn't consume you so that you remain passionate and your creativity continues to spark. So this is a mindset issue at its core, bringing in all the soft skills, because we know I love a good soft skill moment. Burnout often comes from not trusting yourself to pause, to say no, to cap growth before things break. That self-leadership is choosing, this is enough for now. This pace works for me. This version of growth fits my life right now. And that's not playing small, that's playing huge, and that's playing smart. More of us founders need to be playing smart for the long-term success. So before we tune out today, I want to leave you with this question that you can marinate on your drive to your next event. Where is your business asking more of you than your capacity can currently hold? And what would change if you honored that capacity? No judgment here, just honest conversations with your inner leadership and really see what you can do. What can you change? What season are you in? If this episode helped you see your business more clearly, that's the goal. And I can't wait to hear how it helped you this week. If you want help designing a visibility system that grows your capacity instead of draining it all the time, the Veil Visibility Audit is where that clarity begins for you. And if your energy is already limited and you want marketing to feel easier, the Style Pin Collection exists to remove that daily decision making and let visibility run in the background, even when you're offline. Growth doesn't have to cost you your well-being. I hope you get to feel supported throughout this episode and as you continue to honor your season of life that you're in. I can't wait to see you in the next episode.